Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to take a look at some awesome Steam PC game deals for you guys to check out. We got a game that just dropped yesterday. We got a game dropping tomorrow. That is a front runner for Game of the Year, and we've got some other great deals to go over. So let's just go right into it and get over everything. Right off the bat, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. If you're an XP member, you'll get it 28% off for $36. And if you're not an XP member, you'll still get it for $40.04. They have a new offer available. It was down to $45 for a little bit, but they dropped it to $40.04. But XP members are making out like a bandit at $35.99. Tremendous deal. And if you guys are unaware, the reviews of the game were posted today, and the game has a 92 on Metacritic. I believe even higher on PC. The PC version might be like a 93 or something like that, and I think the Xbox version is a 95. It is because the most amount of reviews are on PlayStation, so let's just go with 92. But yeah, the game is a front runner for Game of the Year. I was not expecting it to be reviewed this strongly, but man, oh man, am I ecstatic. And you guys, I get that the game is on Xbox Game Pass. If that's the way you want to play it, more power to you, play it on Game Pass, but I'm telling you that for everything that people complain about gaming, Expedition 33 is doing a lot of things that so many people want. A single-player oriented game, narrative focus, incredible visuals, incredible soundtrack, just so many things, right? A brand new IP done by a very small team. They didn't jerk you around and reveal this game 8 years before it's gonna come out. They revealed it last June. It's already out. I'm telling you guys, if you want to see more games like this, you gotta support it, you gotta play it. I get it that a lot of people are going to be busy with another game, and ultimately, I don't think it's that big of a deal that Expedition and Oblivion are coming out in the same week. I don't think it's going to impact Expedition 33 that much in the long run. I absolutely think that in the immediate future, in the first week, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to gravitate towards Oblivion, and they're going to end up not checking out Expedition. That's fine, whatever, but long term is the name of the game here. This is a game that I think people are going to circle back to once they're done with Oblivion. When it comes to the summertime and there's not a lot of big games coming out, they'll pick the game up, and I think based on the reviews, it puts Sandfall on the map. Sandfall is the studio that did this game. They're a brand new studio, and that's what was important. It's putting them on the map that whatever they do next, they're going to have a lot of attention, they're going to have a lot of backing, and if they can do another RPG like this, man, sign me all the way up. And the fact is, if you don't want to pick it up and you're playing it through Game Pass, bro, you're getting a lot of value through Xbox Game Pass this week with Oblivion and Expedition 33. I'm not a big subscription service guy these days, so I like to have all my games in the Steam library, but nonetheless, $36 on this. Highway Robbery. I get that a lot of you guys aren't into turn-based RPGs, but this is not a JRPG. Sure, it has some of the mechanics that JRPGs are known for, but it evolves those mechanics, and it's very much thematically not a JRPG. Like, yeah, Final Fantasy 16 as well was a JRPG, but thematically, it felt like that game was trying to draw in a Western audience, and I feel like Expedition 33 very much trying to draw in a Western audience. Inspired by JRPGs for sure, but the game looks incredible. And the soundtrack, man, phenomenal as well as far as that's concerned. And a star-studded cast on top of that. You just got Daredevil in this game. Voice acting as well. Incredible stuff. Ben Starr is in there, who did Clyde from Final Fantasy 16. Jennifer English. Just a lot of talent in here. And again, a game that I implore you guys that we need to support. And for that price point, no brainer. They do have the deluxe edition on sale as well. Then we do have the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered at 16% off for $42. Obviously, it was the worst kept secret in all of gaming, but a massive, massive release nonetheless. You know, looking at the concurrent player counts, doing very, very well. I believe it was at 150,000 or 160,000 when I looked at it, and I expect that number to just grow, and by the time we get to the weekend, I think it'll be at that 180 range, and that's incredibly successful for a game that's a stealth drop. It's not like it was done by a gigantic team. I mean, there were a lot of years invested into it. It started development in 2021, so this has been in the works for quite a while, but yeah, just doing very, very well, and I think, you know, you can't do shadow drops for everything because that'll dilute the novelty of doing a shadow drop, but I think a shadow drop of this scale, the novelty actually propelled it even more. I don't know if it was all this mastermind or orchestrated tactic to shadow drop the game and it made it even bigger. I don't think it was that, but, you know, it worked out incredibly well for them, and it's going to be incredibly successful. $42 is a great price. I already thought that $50 price point was incredible. I'm going to be real, I thought it was going to be 70 bucks. Just looking at some of the remasters we get and the re-releases, Last of Us Part 1 was the one that I drew the comparisons to because that was a iconic PlayStation 3 era game, much like Oblivion, and that was released at 70 bucks. Oblivion's gonna give you way more content. You got the DLC in there. Last of Us actually took away content in the form of the factions multiplayer, so man, $50 is a home run price tag on this, and $42 no tax either. That's even better. Go check that out. That's available at GMG. Alright, those are the two major releases I did want to highlight. A couple of other deals, and then we'll call it for this video. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy at a new low price, 87% off for $7.56. This is an insane deal for Guardians of the Galaxy. It was at that $8 threshold, $9 tier for a while. $7 and change, you guys, is an exceptional deal for a game that I really enjoyed. I know commercially it kind of tanked, but man, from game quality standpoint, I thought it was excellent. And prior to playing Guardians of the Galaxy, I had no affinity towards the Guardians, really didn't know what they were all about, but ended up really vibing with the characters. Love Star-Lord and Rocket. I get that some people were down on you just primarily playing as Star-Lord and the other characters were just kind of there to be utilized with certain abilities and whatnot, but overall, a great game, and for this price point, no-brainer there. XCOM 2, the collection, 93% off for $6.96. Excellent deal for XCOM 2, given that you get the War of the Chosen DLC as well. Had some technical issues when it initially came out. The majority of that has been remedied, but yeah, great game there for sure, and can be fairly challenging, and even if you're not remotely into tactics games, I would say give this one a shot, especially at this price point. A lot of replayability as well at this price point. You're getting a ton of hours of gameplay, so certainly do recommend that. And then lastly, BioShock the collection is $10.44, just over $10, but still a worthwhile deal to pick up. You get BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. Definitely a good pickup if you're one of the 4 people that haven't played the BioShock games. And I always say if you're one of the 4 people that haven't played X games, then there's always people that come out and be like, I haven't played BioShock, I haven't played this game, I haven't played that game. You know, fair enough. A lot of people are getting into gaming, and a lot of people watching my content are probably a bit younger. That BioShock 1 came out in 2007. If they were, I don't think a lot of like 8-year-olds in 2007 were playing BioShock 1. Well, an 8-year-old in 2007 would now be, what, 18 plus 8, 26 years old. Oh my god, that is insane to think about. But then again, in 2007, I was fairly young as well, so it's just like a lot of time has passed since BioShock Infinite. Hell, if you were 8 years old when BioShock Infinite came out, that was in 2013, that's 12 years ago. You're talking about a 20-year-old now, and a 20-year-old playing BioShock Infinite probably more up their alley than an 8-year-old playing BioShock Infinite, if you get my drift. But that'll do it for me. Again, let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, everybody, y'all gotta come together. We all gotta come together and support Expedition 33. We need more games like this in the market, and we need to show that promoting a game like this, doing a game like this, delivering, no focus on microtransactions or nonsense like that can be successful, so implore you guys to check that out. At the very least, play it with your Game Pass subscription. Oblivion Remastered as well, discounted there. Guardians of the Galaxy, XCOM 2, and BioShock the collection. Links to everything in the description box below. If you do buy anything, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated, but that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.